Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Shane Baz.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Let's go, Shane.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Second pitch of the game, it was a good one, but doesn't get the strike call. We'll see how this umpire zone shapes up today.
There's the strike.
All right, Tampa.
Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch inside. Counts full, 3-2. Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
That
Ball.
misses, and that is ball
1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to
Ball.
respect this hitter, even though he's
2-2.
behind in the count.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie.
One ball,
and
no
instead of it
strikes.
being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. Foul ball there. Two outs. That's outside. And a count 2-1. Left field, way back there. That one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at Tropicana Field, today's starting pitcher, Grant Holmes. What do we have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna after it. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Now we'll look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Richie
No.
Palacios stands in here,
1-0.
takes ball 1 low. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2-0 to count.
Right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting third, the second baseman, Brandon. Wow.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Brandon Lau. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1. Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Rays held in check here, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Boz back to work. Fought off foul. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
That's down and in. What
Two
about
balls,
some no-nos?
one strike.
Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one out to right. Low makes the grab, one away.
That is it. The third baseman.
Here comes Austin Riley.
Riley.
And first offering is fouled off. No score here in the second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. There's the swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe
No
double
ball,
up on a
2
pitch.
strikes.
This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because
No.
hitters just can't lay off of it.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Braves go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. And now the DH, Christopher Morel. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Morel with a couple of homers at his last game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
That is it. The right fielder. Rock.
And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. Low throw. Picked. He's safe. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close. So they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for them. So 2 down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. That one fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Foul ball. Two outs. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full, no score. On to the 3rd inning. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Outside, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. So here's Murphy now. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Murphy, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Top of the 3rd, no score. Center field, DeLuca under it, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's Orlando Arcia. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 2.
That's inside. And that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Here's a 3-0. There's the strike. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk, and that's their first base runner of the game.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Acuna, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. And there's a ball. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's Jansen to hit. And there's a foul ball. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Dominic Keegan.
And now the first baseman. That one outside. Ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Holmes checks the runner.
Yep,
DeLuca dives back in safely. There goes the runner. Now he breaks his bat. Olsen makes the catch. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, no score. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jurickson Profar. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
You know, these Braves just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fly to left his first time. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Profar gets his lead at first with nobody out. Good job to fight that one off. Got him! Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got it. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Austin Riley at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. First pitch, not close.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's in there, and that's strike 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one is inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now. Gets him to chase after that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Olsen steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lau at the plate, went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1, no strikes. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. To the right side, and that squirts through.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
2 outs, runner at first. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
2-0.
Into center and a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, 2 outs. Now at the plate, Josh Lowe. Reached on an infield single his first time. The other way. Fair ball. Here comes Lau. He scores and they have the lead. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Outside. pitch. That's a hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Boz back to work. Swings through that.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Harris, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
And it's fouled away. The Braves down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in the dirt. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's Sean Murphy. Fly to center his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lowe has it sized up. Squeezes it, and that is that. Braves strand 1, and they're down 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Danny Jansen to hit here.
Danny Jansen.
First pitch misses.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
Rio.
That one
Ball
misses.
four. Take your
So a
base.
leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here is Johnny DeLuca. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more.
Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. Saved at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
First and second, no outs. And here's the first baseman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Jansen at second. DeLuca on at first with nobody out. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Jose Caballero. 0-2 in this one. And a strike in there. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Richie Palacios, the next to hit. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hook one.
First and second, 2 down. Slider clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Next offering is down low. Albies They take the force out, bang, bang play, and the inning is over. 2 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 2 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started at the plate. Orlando Arcia. Arcia measures 6 feet even, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. Fouled off. He was late. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's a rocket out to left. Palacios makes the catch for the out. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Profar at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Let's go, Tampa.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now a screamer into the outfield. Low makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Rays 2 and the Braves nothing. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Hector Neris.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Brandon Lau, 1 for 2. Ripped on the ground to second. Albies over to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The designated hitter, Christopher.
And now, Christopher Morel. And that's outside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
He swings and fouls one off. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. clips the outside corner. That's strike two. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Low in the box again. Takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. A little bit low.
Down.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Pete Fairbanks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit.
No better. This is our house, baby. Come on, Ray.
And a pitch. Off the mark there. Ball one. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Drew Rasmussen appears to be getting loose. And
That's
another
a ball.
ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Low brings it in, and there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the first
Matt Olson up to the plate.
Olson.
Come on, Ray.
Late on that fastball.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Ray, let's do it now.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
And that is downstairs. And the
One
count
ball,
even 1-1.
strike.
Let's go, Tampa.
And that one missing low. Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and now 3-1. And that's a strike.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball four. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Up and in, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Ball.
That
No.
one missed.
On this count, runner
Full count.
not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Michael Harris II in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Pete Fairbanks out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Garrett Clevenger.
Number 60. G.O.A.T. Clevenger.
2 on, 1 out. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that's
Ball one.
downstairs. 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one
Ball
off
two.
the mark. And that's ball 2.
2 balls.
Struggled a little
No
bit in this
strike.
one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That
Ball,
misses.
no.
3-0.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Two on, 1 out. Right through there for a strike. Pitches in for a strike, and the count is filled
Full
up.
count.
And that'll
That's the
load
ball.
the
Take your
bases.
base.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Strike 1.
But I think ultimately you want to tie him
No
up,
ball.
get the
One
ball
strike.
in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. 1 runs in. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In the air, right field. Lowe snags it on the run. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Arcia in the box now. Takes strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Well, there's no hiding in this spot. Bases loaded now, and no more wiggle room for any more mistakes like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Drew Rasmussen.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. 0 for 3 in this one. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Bases loaded. 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they score twice and even it up late. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Young.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hurston Waldrop. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Hurston Waldrop.
There's a strike.
0-1.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Jansen in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
This to third. Riley. Tosses to first.
Out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting the center fielder,
Johnny DeLuca will hit next. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Smoked on the ground to second. Whips it to first.
He's out.
3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. So they turn things over to the righty, Kevin Kelly.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 49, Kevin Kelly.
Profar climbs in on that left side.
Left fielder, number 7, Jurickson Profar.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin Uceta, the closer, is getting loose. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And that one upstairs.
Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And the count's full. Marcell Ozuna in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one away. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Infield shifted to the pull side.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 3-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. no doubt in my mind. Just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Here's Matt Olson down. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls. One strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No ball. Two strikes.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a ball popped in the air. They got it for out number two.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Yeah, the batter now, Austin Riley. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
One ball. Two strikes.
And they'll do it again.
Two.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Joe Jimenez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the first baseman.
For the Reds, the first baseman, Dominic.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging for the K. Slider got him for strike three.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Jose Caballero getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olsen, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third, and foul ball. On the ground, right side. Albies in plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there through 8 full. It's the Braves 3, the Rays 2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Manuel Rodriguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 70 getting loose out there. Boyle also getting ready. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The count 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2-2. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Albies at the plate now as he chases after that one. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that's outside. That one not close. It's 2-2. Cut on and missed, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Strike 2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. And a slider misses down and away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Braves 3, the Rays 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Lau in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Yeah.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The changeup missing. Full count, 3-2. One-run game, bottom 9. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
No outs, runner at first. Christopher Morel digs in now, 1 for 3. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Strike on the inside corner.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Digging in, Josh Lowe. And there's a base hit to the left. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Man, that's a play we may look back on when this one's over and wonder what if they would have held him. Can't blame him for trying to tie it up late in this ball game, but when you lose a huge run like that that's only 90 feet away, man, it's a tough one to swallow if they don't pull out the W.
So they're down to their final out. Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays. Trying to deliver as the hero. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No ball.
Well, they're applying
One
pressure.
strike.
Quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Two on, two outs, and that is out of play. One strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.